So, Canadian Transport Minister Chrystia Freeland ordered a pause on rebate payments going to Tesla, saying officials need time to fully examine each claim. What claim is she talking about? Well, Tesla is under serious fire in Canada right now after claiming 43 million in electric vehicle rebates for 8,600 cars sold across just 3 days, just as the window for the EV incentive program in Canada was ending. This raised eyebrows all over the place, and boom, there's investigation going on here. So if you look at the numbers,
suspicious at all.
Not suspicious at all, right? So if you look at the numbers, it's 30 Teslas sold per hour per store, 24/7 across the locations. And regulators were very skeptical indeed. So the Canadian government responded by freezing the rebate payments on the spot and launching an investigation into the legitimacy of the sales. And most critics are saying, yeah, it looks like Tesla completely gamed the system to scoop up the dollars before the program died. So Tesla's director of sales explained that the rebates were for vehicles that had already been sold, but the employees were just simply processing a backlog of paperwork.
Yeah, right.
Does anybody watching this believe in any way that a Tesla employee would be allowed to slack on the all-important rebate?
Yeah, let's see the paperwork. Let's see all the names and all the people who bought them, and let's see the cars parked on their drives.
Exactly.
Yeah, all these sort of things.
Yeah. So Tesla's claiming that this delay has sparked a public backlash against its employees, leading to verbal abuse and harassment. Now, I think, Elon, you're the cause of that, if we could be honest for a second. So the back and forth over rebates is far from the only reason Canada has to be angry with Tesla, as I'm sure you all well know. What's her name? Freeland there. She's running for the leadership of the Canadian Liberal Party. Well, she was, had even proposed a 100% tariff on Teslas recently because of this whole stuff with Trump and tariffs and Musk and his influence. So the company has now threatened legal action if the funds are not released right away, arguing the freeze is unfair and damaging. Whether or not Tesla ultimately sues, the standoff has already created tension, and Canada's not taking it lightly. Tesla sales are tanking in Canada, 70% down from December 24 to January 25. And it's this whole last minute of it. Observers speculate that CEO Musk increasing political rhetoric is really hurting things in Canada. And something like this, trying to take the Canadian government to task over him, trying to squeeze in all these extra payments right at the end in a suspicious manner, is not going to make him look any worse or any better. I mean, this is not going to help at all. And we're talking about 40 million to a guy worth billions. Just shut up already. Stop pointing out what a rich git you are every time somebody asks for your blooming opinion.
And which we didn't.
True enough.
That's so funny though, it's obviously some kind of fraud going on there.
Yes.
And they're saying, oh no, give us our money that we quite fraudulently stole from you. We demand it now.
Yeah.
Because it's damaging.
Yeah. I can't wait to find out how this plays out. But if it goes to court, I guarantee the only outcome, he looks even dumber than he already does right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it looks like more action being taken here in your next one.
More rallies. Yes, that's right. This is in Cambridge, Massachusetts, in a rare display of solidarity between local officials, residents, and Harvard students. Over 1,000 people braved the cold and rain on Saturday to rally on the Cambridge Common, defending Harvard University from pressure by the Trump administration. The protest, which included city leaders and members of the Harvard community, was sparked by threats from the federal government to strip the university of nearly $9 billion in funding unless it complies with a sweeping list of demands aimed at curbing pro-Palestinian protests and cracking down on what the administration calls anti-Semitism. Cambridge Mayor Denise Simmons took to the stage and didn't mince words. They gave us a list of demands. We have some demands too. Back the fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah, she added, this isn't hypothetical. This is happening right now to one of our world's most respected institutions of learning. Mm-hmm. Harvard itself hasn't issued a statement in response, but the federal letter reportedly demands the university.
Just before we went live, Harvard did release their statement, and they were very appreciative of these actions, and they will not cave. They have said flat out, no, screw you, Trump.
Wow, brilliant. Yeah, because the federal letter reportedly demands the university to shut down diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, claiming that they teach students to judge others based on crude race and identity stereotypes. Other requirements include banning masks during protests, revamping the student discipline procedures, and cooperating fully. Yeah, they want to get rid of masks so they can identify people. That's why. And cooperating fully with the Department of Homeland Security. The government also wants Harvard to hand over records of all disciplinary actions tied to anti-Semitic rule violations since October 7th, 2023, the day of the Hamas attack on Israel. Yes, this move is part of a broader campaign targeting elite universities in the wake of that attack and growing student protests movement against Israel's military campaign in Gaza. Now, don't forget, people, that what they're protesting against, the military action in Gaza.
That's right.
They're not pro-Hamas. They're not anti-Semitic.
Not even close.
Just against, the bombing of innocent people in Palestine, which we've seen for years.
Yeah. Is protesting the war in Vietnam anti-Vietnamese? This is just ridiculous. Yeah. It's stupid.
Anti-communist. Anti-communist. As the music played across the park, attendees held signs referencing Jean-Michel Basquiat, No Kings Live Here, and German pastor Martin Niemöller, a famous post-Holocaust warning, said first they came for Harvard. Yeah. Many in the crowd wore Harvard alumni gear, jackets, hats, tote bags marked with their class year, and some carried American flags tucked into hats or taped onto signs. One of the most impassionate speeches came from Abdullah Shahid Sayal, co-president of the Harvard Undergraduate Association and an international student from Pakistan. He said he risked visa trouble or even deportation for speaking out. He says, I didn't travel 5,000 miles from Pakistan just to be afraid of walking 5 feet out of my door. I don't come to this school to sit in class and remain silent.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, good for him.
Damn right. That's putting a lot at risk, too. Let's face it. In this day and age right now, with the orange shit gibbon in charge, saying anything can be, you get dragged out of your bed at night. This is how bad it's getting.
Well, people are going to start shooting other people in the face if they start doing that.
Yeah. So let's just keep in mind here, people, protesting a war is not anti-anyone. Having a sign in your hand that says, hey, Israel, stop bombing Palestine, and hey, Hamas, stop being, attacky and stuff, isn't anti-anyone. You just want to stop seeing humanity kill each other.
Yes.
Come on. It's a joke. So make up your own mind and let me know when you agree with us. Thanks for watching. Click like, share, and subscribe on your way out.
And don't forget to put in the comment section, I agree with Dick with everything he says, because he's just the greatest.
Yes, please do that. Thanks, everybody.
You can leave the part out.